you beautiful people of the internet. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully great. And welcome to Budget Builds, where we use zero Forma and achieve maximum efficiency. In today's video, we're taking a close look at Vault, aka the Lightning God. But before I continue with the video, please spot and click the subscribe button for more Warframe videos, and let's do this. So here's the build for Vault. Now for this particular video, I've got a 2-for-1 special for you guys. So what I mean is, in this single video, I'm going to be rolling out 2 builds for you guys. One is an Eidolon slaying god, and the other one is a solo speed build. So with that being said, let's start off with our solo build. For our aura, we're rolling with steel charge, and the purpose behind this mod is so we have more mod capacity. When you guys equip this mod and you match its polarities, what's going to happen is you'll be gaining 18 additional mod capacity, meaning that with a catalyst you'll have 60. You add the right polarity and what's going to happen is you'll gain an additional 18, giving us a grand total of 78 mod capacity. That is a lot. Next, we're rolling with primed flow for a bigger energy pool. A regular flow does work, so if you don't have a primed flow, put on a regular flow and you're good to go. Next, we have ourselves intensify, augur secrets, transient fortitude, and finally blind rage for more power strength. The more power strength we have, the faster Vault is. Vault speed is based off of a multiplier, and it does scale with power strength mods, so keep that in mind. Next, we have ourselves a narrow-minded and a primed continuity for more duration. Remember, the more duration we have, the longer our speed can stay up for longer. So given this current build, Vault speed is going to last for about 19 seconds, and if you ask me, that is plenty of time. If you guys do not have a primed continuity, a regular continuity will definitely work. Just won't be as effective as mine. And finally, this last mod is a choice, but I went with Vitality because Vault is extremely squishy, and I feel like any form of defensive mods will definitely make a huge difference. If you guys do not like Vitality, feel free to go with a redirection. However, if you guys feel like, nah, I can survive as Vault, I'm perfectly fine, then feel free to replace Vitality with Power Drift, one of this mod right here. So what Power Drift does is basically gives you even more power strength, and on top of that, you get up almost immediately when you guys get knocked down. That's entirely up to you guys. Build to your heart's desire. And finally, in the arcane department, I am rolling with Arcane Energize because I do not like to run out of energy. I think it is extremely annoying. Now, if you guys do not have arcanes, don't worry. This build will still work for you guys. Just run around with generic and you will be 100% fine. I'm just telling you guys about the arcanes if you guys have them. And finally, in our number 2 slot, we have Arcane Fury. Now, you don't have to go with Arcane Fury. You guys can go with Arcane Guardian or whatever. The second slot is 100% optional. Let's talk Eidolon hunts. So when it comes to capturing one, basically you need to first take out its shields using your operator. Then take out a random limb. Of course, the order does not matter. Now, what Vault needs to do is he needs to make sure that his shields are continuously right in front of the Eidolon. The reason behind this is because Vault's shield-based ability is the only ability that can buff operator amp damage output. Now, another thing is Vault, assuming that you can shoot right through his shield using your primary weapon, he can take out Eidolon limbs by himself. So always having that additional firepower is a huge plus side, because sometimes, you know, the squad setup is not exactly perfect. But if you guys want to know exactly how to do Eidolon hunts, don't worry, I've got you guys covered. I'll leave a link down in the description, and I'll suggest you guys at the top right. So go ahead and take a look at that video. So with all of that being said, let's finally go over his mods. So starting off with our aura, we're dealing with corrosive projection. That way the Eidolon has less armor, making it easier to take out limbs. Next, we have primed flow for a bigger energy pool. The reason why we want this is so that the energy pool or the ability does not get restricted. Don't worry, a regular flow does work. The whole point here is to make sure that your shield based ability is not restricted. Next, we're going with primed continuity and narrow-minded for more duration. The more duration we have, the longer Vault's shield-based ability stays active. Once again, you guys can use a regular continuity. It doesn't have to be primed. Just make sure that you've got a continuity that increases his duration. Next, we're dealing with Vitality. Here, you guys have an option. you can either put on Vitality or Redirection. I highly recommend you guys put any one of those two mods because during an Eidolon hunt, you'll be receiving a lot of damage and it does get pretty crazy. And trust me, surviving is definitely a key point when it comes to Eidolon hunting because you're very pressed on time. Next, we have ourselves a Streamline and a Fleeting Expertise. That way we use less energy and we can use our shield based ability without any restriction at all. And finally, this mod right here is optional. You guys can leave this mod space like entirely blank if you want, but me personally, I put on Augur Secrets. That way I've got more power strength. Remember from what I said previously, the more power strength you guys have, the faster Vault will run if you guys activate his speed based ability, because you know it is all based off of multiplier. So in other words, more power, more speed. And finally, in the Arcane section, we are dealing with Arcane Guardian and Arcane Nullifier. Arcane Guardian, that way I've got more armor. Once again, it gets pretty crazy out there and surviving is very, very important. Next, we're dealing with Arcane Nullifier. I feel like this is a very, very important arcane because when you guys are fighting the Eidolon, you'll be dealing with a lot of magnetic damage. And what Arcane Nullifier does, it basically negates all of that. Therefore, you guys do not have to lose precious energy because we all know energy is very, very, very important. So that is the Eidolon Slaying God build. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for today's video. If you guys liked it or if it's helped you, leave a like, spot, and click the subscribe button for more Warframe videos. I'm gonna make like a banana and split.